The relationship between sleep and mood disorders is not just close, it's downright codependent, like two exhausted roommates who keep each other up all night and then wonder why they're both a mess the next day. Insufficient sleep doesn't just make you cranky or groggy, it can erode emotional stability, intensify anxiety, and deepen the grip of depression. The overlap is so tight that sleep disturbance is no longer just seen as a symptom of mental illness. It's increasingly recognized as a potential cause and a powerful treatment target. Let's start with anxiety. If you've ever felt your heart race, your thoughts spin, and your ability to relax vanish just as you're trying to fall asleep, you've experienced the insidious feedback loop that anxiety creates. But it's not just bedtime dread. Studies show that people who chronically lack sleep have heightened amygdala reactivity, the brain's emotional fire alarm. Without enough rest, the amygdala becomes more sensitive to negative stimuli, triggering exaggerated fear responses to everyday stressors. Your boss's mildly passive-aggressive email suddenly feels like a direct attack on your entire life. Lack of sleep also weakens the connection between the amygdala and the prefrontal cortex, the region responsible for impulse control and rational thought. So not only are you more reactive, but you're less equipped to calm yourself down. It's emotional chaos with no breaks. Depression, meanwhile, is the poster child of sleep disruption. Roughly 75% of people with major depressive disorder report insomnia, and hypersomnia, sleeping excessively, is also common, especially in atypical depression. But here's the twist. People who consistently sleep poorly are 2 to 3 times more likely to develop depression later on, even if they had no prior history of it. That means chronic insomnia isn't just a symptom, it can be a precursor. And once it sets in, it makes recovery harder. Sleep loss impairs serotonin signaling, disrupts neuroplasticity, and reduces the brain's ability to regulate mood, all of which fuel depressive symptoms. Even more frustrating, sleep and mood disorders can masquerade as each other. A person might go to a doctor for low energy, poor concentration, and irritability and walk out with an antidepressant, when in fact their core issue might be severe, unrecognized insomnia. Treating the wrong end of the loop leads to partial relief at best. Worse, common treatments for depression or anxiety, including SSRIs and benzodiazepines, can themselves disrupt sleep architecture, suppressing REM, fragmenting deep sleep, or creating dependence. It's like trying to mop the floor while the tap is still running. But here's the hopeful part. Improving sleep can radically shift psychiatric outcomes. Cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, CBTI, has shown remarkable success not just in treating chronic sleep issues, but also in reducing symptoms of depression and anxiety, sometimes even when sleep is the only thing being treated. A well-rested brain is more emotionally regulated, more cognitively flexible, and less prone to catastrophic overthinking. In fact, in some trials, treating insomnia alone reduced depressive symptoms as effectively as antidepressants. It's like giving the brain a clean slate every night, something no pill can truly replicate. The overlap between sleep and mental health runs so deep that some researchers now advocate for sleep-focused intervention as a first-line treatment for mood disorders, not just a secondary concern. Sleep is foundational. It's not the cherry on top of a healthy life, it's the plate everything sits on. When sleep breaks down, the whole stack becomes unstable. And yet, in clinical settings, sleep is often the last thing discussed, if it's discussed at all. Patients are rarely asked in detail about their sleep habits, and many don't even realize how abnormal their patterns have become until someone points it out. This oversight has consequences. People who struggle with mood disorders often blame themselves for being tired, unmotivated, or emotionally volatile, when in fact their brains are simply not getting the recovery time they need to function. And the longer the cycle continues, the more deeply ingrained the disorder becomes, not just psychologically but biologically. Sleep deprivation changes gene expression related to stress, inflammation, and synaptic pruning. It literally rewires how your brain responds to life.